Myself Raj, welcome to Raj Online Trainings. In the series of Java Complete Placement course, in this video we are going to start off with if-else statement. Before we start with this if-else statement, let us understand about control statements. The need of going with control statements is like, up to now whatever the programs we have written, like student program, rectangle program, every statement of the program will get executed. Now we want to execute some statements only if the condition is true. We want to execute some set of statements only if the condition is false. We want to execute some set of statements repeatedly for some number of times. That means we want to control the flow of execution of program. When we want to control the flow of execution of program, we go with this control statements. You can select these statements. These statements are used to control the flow of execution of program. And we are having some types of control statements like if statement, or even we call if else statement. We are having switch statement, while loop, do while loop, for loop, break and continue, and we are having labeled, break and continue. Initially, in this video, let us start off with if statement. If statement, or you can even say if else statement. The use of if statement is, it is used to check a condition, and if the condition is true, it is going to execute some set of statements. If the condition is false, it is going to execute the set of statements present in else part. So what is the use? It is used to execute the set of statements when the condition is true. If the condition is false, it will execute the set of statements present in else part. Now, let me elaborate this with the syntax. The syntax of if statement is, we use a keyword if and we check a condition. If this condition is true, we execute some set of statements. Statement 1, statement 2, like that, statement n. Else, again it's a keyword, again we go with some set of statements like statement 1, statement 2, like that, statement n. Now, in this, when this condition is true, this set of statements will get executed. If the condition is false, it will come to else part and this set of statements will get executed. And what is this curly brace over here? This curly brace, we call it as a block or scope. Block or scope means where it starts and where it ends. If the condition is true, this set of statements are part of this if. How to indicate? By using this open and close curly brace. So this curly braces, we call it as block or scope. Now, we are having some important points on if statement. For if, else is optional. Means when we write if, should we write else compulsory? Means syntactically it is optional. But for else, if is mandatory, compulsory. So if you are writing else, means there should be some period if compulsory. Without if, we cannot write else. Next point, if curly braces are not used, if you are not using curly braces, if curly braces are not used, then it considers only one statement. Means for one statement using curly braces, optional. So when you are having only one statement, making use of this curly brace is optional. Like example, if you take two numbers like int n1 equal to 10, int n2 equal to 5. Now we compare. If the value of n1 is greater than n2, if the value of n1 is greater than n2, then if the condition is true, we want to print big equal to the value of n1. In this, SPOP means system.out.println, so where we are displaying big value as n1 if the condition is true. Else means if the condition is false, we'll print big as the value of n2. So out of two numbers, we want to know which is big, then we write like this. So if n1 is 10, n2 is 5, we compare. 10 greater than 5, yes. Then it will enter into this statement. It's going to print big as n1 value. So what is the value of n1 here? 10. Since there is only one statement under if or else, using curly brace is optional. For one statement, using curly brace is optional. And if no curly brace, it considers only one statement. If you take the same example, if you make n2 as 15, 10 greater than 15 false, then comes to else part, prints big equal to the value of n2. The value of n2 is what here? 15. If the condition is true, it will execute this statement. If the condition is false, it will execute the statement present under else part. Right? What is the use of if statement? It is used to check a condition, and if the condition is true, this set of statements will get executed. If the condition is false, these statements will get executed. Please recap this if you are totally new to this programming. And in the next video, we'll understand more about these points. We'll take some simple examples and we'll be totally clarifying these points once again with some more examples, which are asked more in the interview questions. Right? That we are going to see in the next video. Please subscribe, like and share. Thank you.